I'll create a new scene to start by going to File, New Scene. I now have my mostly empty scene, which I will make even emptier by removing the main camera object. After that, I'll drag a prefab called Player Object into the scene. Now that I have my player, I will drag the Game UI and Audio Manager into the scene as well. I need a platform for my player to stand on, so I'll create a new default cube object, resize it, and position it underneath the player. If I test the game now, I have movement, but I can't jump or grapple the platform. To fix this, I'll change the layer to the ground layer. And now the platform works as expected. After that, I copy and pasted the cube several times, resizing and moving it to build out the initial level. There's a dark spot here, so I'll add another directional light to the scene and aim it to properly light up my level. Note that I have shadows disabled on the second light, so I don't create multiple shadows of each object. I went ahead and designed the rest of the level just by copy-pasting cubes and cylinders. I also wanted to make objects that are grappleable more noticeable, so I made all the grapple points blue in order to indicate what points you can hook onto. My walls are still grappleable, however, so I'll fix that by selecting all the walls that I don't want the player to swing from and set the layer to default. Now the player can only attach to the blue obstacles. I need to add a threat to my level, and also reset the player if they fall, so I can drag in the kill zone prefab into the scene and position it at the bottom of the level. Then I need to drag the end UI, which actually handles the resetting of the player, into the script component in my killzone game object. If the player falls into the red now, it will reset the scene and make them restart the level. With the kill zone finished, I just need to add an end goal to my level, which is also a prefab that I drag into the scene and resize to fit the hole at the end of my level. The final steps of creating the level is updating the end UI screen to indicate what level has completed, and disable the next level button, seeing as this is the last level. That's the whole level done. I can now play through the entire level from start to finish. This level was designed to be way more challenging than the previous ones, and actually took me a few attempts to complete the whole thing. Now that the level is completely done, I can add it to the level select screen, so I'll save and open the main menu scene. I can temporarily enable the level select in the main menu scene so I can see the elements I'm working with. I copy-pasted one of the previous buttons, renamed all the components and the text box to say 4, and then repositioned it beside my other buttons. After that, I center all the buttons, and that completely adds the level to my game. This concludes the level creation process. It doesn't take long at all to start making levels after you've created all the necessary prefabs to do so, because of how powerful prefabs are. Another thing that I would like to mention is that you can use prefabs made from other projects as long as you include all the necessary scripts and assets required. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.